the global issues that are going right now. That's why we just don't have it easy. We're living in just a time that's just not easy for anyone, regardless of how emotionally balanced you think you are. We're just living in a time that isn't easy. So for you, Jillian, and even Aaliyah, how do you feel about that, the world view right now, and just everything that's going on from your generation?
Um, I think that everybody is so angry and lost right now that it's just kind of compounding. And then there's like people like me, like in Gen Z, who are now personalizing all of the problems of the world, like really taking it on as if it's our own, as if we could fix things, kind of like what we have done with our moms or like with our anybody in our lives that we see struggling and we feel like they should be doing this or they should be doing that. Like, I know better. I'm going to fix them. I'm going to save them. So it feels really scary because it feels like nobody remembers the history of in the world and how things have gone. And I think that just because of all the anger that surrounds everybody right now, it's not going to be an easy task to try and like be like, hey, we don't have to actually like hate each other all. We can fix things together. We are so much stronger united.
But do you feel your generation feels that? Or I mean, it's the right thing to say on this call. Thank you. It makes us feel good. But as a whole, do you feel like your generation really understands that? And I didn't in my 20s. I mean, I did the same thing. I mean, my parents knew absolutely nothing, and I pulled away as well. But I think what we're struggling with is, and I read this on some of the Facebook groups, are just some of the comments directed at parents that are just so lethal. That's really hard to kind of grasp, and that it's that anger, it's that justification, kind of what both of you talked about, what Aaliyah said, the justification for being estranged from your mom happened, and it was easy to justify everything that she did wrong in order to justify your estrangement.
Yeah.
So what's your comment on that, as far as like when a parent gets just this negative, nasty, seething remark from their child that they believe they had a loving relationship with, that, I mean, it just really seems to come out of the blue, and obviously it could take somebody down, but please share if you have any insight.
Yeah, I think honestly that there, because we, at least like people that I've talked to in my generation about their estrangement as well, um, we just reach a certain level of breaking point where it's like, I can't fix you and you don't want to help yourself. So what the F is the point of this? And we also sit in like this echo chamber online every day because we now have more information literally in our pocket than we ever have in the previous history known to man. So being able to just like sit on the phone and be like, what's a cognitive distortion? Go down like that rabbit hole. I think that we also may find ourselves in places that continue to encourage us to be mad. Because I mean, as I've previously stated, and we'd be remiss not to remember this, it feels really good to be angry. It feels really good to have that justification and know that you did the right thing, because self-reflection is really hard.